Hello, everybody. It's Furyswipes here, and something special is happening today. Um, do you remember way back in old WoW, way back in the olden days, when Blizzard thought it would be a really good idea to make a very grindy ranking system? Well, this very grindy ranking system uh, culminated in what they called the rank of High Warlord. And High Warlord was a rank that it was very sought after. It was very rare, and very few people ever won it at level 60. And it would take weeks and weeks and months to achieve, to get, even though you were only High Warlord, in all likelihood, for 1 week when you got it. Well, I have a special treat for you guys because today I have with me a High Warlord from Vanilla. She is a High Warlord and a mother of 4. Her name is Mutalia. We also call her Monique in real life. Hello, Monique.
Hello. Hello. Sorry about that.
Thank you for doing this interview. She'll be taking questions from me. She'll be taking questions from YouTube if YouTube asks her questions. Monique hit High Warlord in 2005 or 2006. We don't know. We don't know because all we have is a date on her High Warlord achievement. As you can see here, here is Mutalia. Mutalia still exists. She still plays. She's on Live WoW, and there she is. It says 10-15-08, but that's only because that's when achievements were put in the game. All of the things that you did before 10-15-08 were considered achievements at that time, but they put the date of the expansion release on the achievement. Now, Monique got her High Warlord sometime in 2006, maybe 2005. I can't remember. It's very dim. Do you remember, Monique?
I don't really remember. I just remember it was a lot of no sleep.
A lot of no sleep. All right. So let's just start the questions right away. Why a warrior?
Well, let's see. I love warriors because I like being up close and personal when I kill somebody. I like to see the person I'm killing. I've never liked mages because they're way far back and they can't see anything. It's like a coward thing.
You hear that, people? Mages are cowards. So it looks like you chose Horde. What's up with that?
I hate Alliance. Always have. Always will. Go Horde. Woohoo!
Oh,
for the Horde.
Okay. Well, when you first started, did you choose a PvP or PvE server?
Well, when I first started, my husband and my son decided they wanted to PvP because they did all the first-person shooters, and I didn't want to play by myself, so I joined the PvP server with them, and who knew I liked killing people?
Do you remember your first PvP kill?
My first PvP kill, I believe it was...
I remember it.
I don't remember.
I remember it. Let me set the scene.
Oh no.
There we were, Mutalia and Basilar, a shaman and a warrior. We were just walking down to the entrance to Sunrock Retreat.
Oh yeah.
At the barricade. And a much higher level character came up to us, right?
Yeah.
And we were lobies. We were like 25 or 18. We were 18, and he was like 30-something. But we teamed up on him, didn't we?
We did.
We did. She gave her life, all right? And she died, and I finished him off. It took 2 of us, but we did it.
Yeah.
And that was our first PvP kill ever.
Yes, it was.
And that was 2003, I think.
2003.
2003. So how did you get into the actual PvP part? I mean, battlegrounds. When did that start?
I got into the battlegrounds because the guild I was in, the leader was a druid, and he thought he was invincible. And so he used to PvP with me, I guess practice spar out in the Barrens. And I loved it. So I said, yeah, I'll go do battlegrounds.
Well, talk about the moment you decided you were going to go for High Warlord. Do you remember that moment?
I remember it because I was talking to people in guild, and they said, girls can't do that. And I said, yeah, they can. And they're like, no, they can't. Girls don't play WoW, and girls can't do it. And I said, well, I'll prove you wrong. I'll become High Warlord.
Very. Girls can't do it, but I am a girl, and I'm talking to you. When you decided to go for it, how many battlegrounds were you playing at the time? And what were your favorite battlegrounds?
My favorite was Arathi Basin.
Oh, really? AB?
I loved Arathi Basin. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Hated Warsong Gulch just because people were super jerks in there.
About what rank were you when you decided, I'm going to go for High Warlord? I can do this.
I had just achieved my second rank. I was a sergeant.
Oh, you were a sergeant?
I was a sergeant.
And you decided that I'm going all the way?
Yeah, and everybody told me I couldn't do it.
That's really early. That's really early. All right. Were you also raiding? Were you a raider?
I was main tank, yes.
You were main tank?
I was main tank, and
do you remember the name of any guild that you were main tank for?
I was in Crimson Cross, and I was a Fury tank.
A Fury tank?
A Fury tank, and
are you trying to tell me you didn't wear a shield?
I did not wear a shield. I was the only one that would tank Onyxia for 3 separate guilds, oh, by the way. And they would only do Onyxia if I was online and I wasn't saved.
Wait, you didn't have a shield on?
No.
Why would they make you main tank for Onyxia?
Because I had 4 different ways to break fear, and I could never be feared. And so I would just sit there and tank forever, and Onyxia would never move.
Now, I guess you don't taunt Onyxia, right?
I never had to taunt her because she never got off me because I never feared.
Because you did so much DPS and you were never scared. You were never running around feared. Well, that's a weird one. So were you a mouse clicker or a key clicker?
I was oh gosh, I'm embarrassed to say that I was a key clicker.
Mouse clicker.
Mouse clicker.
Mouse clicker.
Yeah, mouse.
You were a mouse clicker till you were High Warlord, weren't you?
After I achieved High Warlord, I went to key clicking. Yes, but I mouse clicked my way all the way through High Warlord, and all those warlocks out there, I'm really sorry to embarrass you, but yeah, I was not a key clicker.
Did you use macros?
No.
Wow. Even though you had a macro riding husband.
Yeah, no, I didn't use macros. I used every single spell in my book and pressed it with my mouse.
All right. How often were you at the top of the Battleground scoreboard? Tell us about your time in the Battlegrounds. What was your specialty?
My specialty, I hated warlocks. My specialty was warlocks. And I've actually had, on occasion, on Vent, had warlocks log into Vent and say, please don't come to this place. And I said, well, I mean, if I go down there and you're there, I'm going to have to kill you. And they would try to encourage me not to go to those places. And you know what? I went to those places. I was really bad.
Have you ever made anyone quit the game?
Yes, in fact, I have. A warlock. Oh gosh, what was his name?
Psycha?
Psycha Heresy. That was his name. Anyways, he was a warlock, and he had just got not an epic, but the next one up.
I don't even know.
Anyways, he got a really cool weapon. And he says, I'm going to go out and kill Mutalia, because it was very well known that I killed.
He said that in World Chat?
World Chat and Baron Chat. He did it in both. And he told everybody, I'm going to go out and kill Mutalia, because everybody knew I hated warlocks with a passion. Absolutely hated them. And so he bragged. He went out there, and I killed him in, I don't know, like 3 seconds. And he was shamed, embarrassed, and he quit the game.
Very sad story.
No, it was a very funny story.
Take a moment for Saika, who quit the game. During the High Warlord drive, about how much time did you have to spend playing?
About 16 to 18 hours.
Per week?
Per day.
Per day?
Per day.
Per day?
Per day. So
16 to 18 hours? For how long did you do that?
I did it for almost 4 months.
Oh my gosh.
And that was taking 20-minute breaks to go pick up my kids from school. And yeah, it was rough. It was very rough.
Do you have any interesting reactions when people would find out that you're an actual girl playing a warrior?
Well, I got banned once because people did not believe it was me playing.
But it wasn't you. Let's talk about that ban.
Yes.
Let's talk about that ban.
Yes, when I first started the High Warlord, I said, okay, well, I'll just hire somebody to play my character.
That wasn't really when you first started. That was like after 2 months
this was after,
of the grind.
2 months after the grind, yeah.
You thought that Chinese farmers would be able to...
That they would be able to do the move
Let's get
the
this
way.
straight. Can Chinese farmers
No.
make High Warlord?
No, they can't.
Why?
They were on my tune for 2 days, and I was like, no, I want my money back. You guys can't even kill crap. No. But I had already got banned, and so I lost a week.
So you got a 3-day ban.
You got
a 3-day ban.
I got a 3-day ban.
How did that make you feel?
It made me feel like crap because I knew I could do it, and I hated the fact that I did it.
You were just trying to save her family.
I was trying to save my family, yeah. But
did your husband ever give you crap about the High Warlord?
Oh yeah. He took me to a separate room and yelled at me so the kids wouldn't hear it, and I said, but it'll be over soon.
Oh my goodness. All right. So the Chinese farmers didn't work out.
No, it did not work out.
And did people notice it wasn't you and you weren't playing
knew.
right?
Oh yeah, they knew exactly it wasn't me.
Like in the first battleground?
Okay, let me just in Warsong Gulch. Yes, all the rogues knew it was not me, and the warlocks knew it was not me, because let me tell you, rogues ran for me,
What's up, Kalei?
warlocks ran for me, and priests ran for me. And,
so everybody fear-based.
Nobody liked
whose
me.
game was based on fear would run from you because you had 4 fear breaks.
Yes.
All right.
Or a stun, because I could break stuns. So they didn't like me.
Well, okay. So you tried the Chinese farmer bit to save your family.
Yeah.
It lasted a few
3 days, like 3 or 4 days.
You got banned because people reported you.
Yeah.
And so you missed 3 days of your High Warlord.
I missed 3 days.
Grind.
But it was at the beginning. It was like not the beginning, but it was a good ways in. But
so talk about the community of High Warlord competitors. What were they nice? What were they like?
They were very nice. In fact, I was one of 3 girls that did High Warlord.
Yeah. It wasn't like it was unusual, right? There were girls.
No, there was only 3. It was me, Psycho Heresy, and Darius. That was it. We were the only 3 girls. And, the guys, they were kind of pissed. They were kind of mad at the beginning, but they kind of got over it. And then they kind of embraced us and were like, yeah, I guess chicks do play WoW. So
it was you, Psycho Heresy,
and Darius, but
who
Darius
was a warlock, female warlock,
and Darius.
And Darius was a shaman, right?
But Darius was a husband-wife combination.
He was a husband-wife team,
and they were a shaman.
And they worked around the clock.
They were nurses and they worked around the clock.
So they would
trade off.
They would never be off.
They would never be off.
So we had a 24-hour shaman trying to get to High Warlord.
So they got it first, and then I was supposed to get it next. But Psycho Heresy was on vacation, and so she got it next, and then I got it.
Okay.
So it was 3 girls in a row that got it.
Do you remember you were on Ventrilo all the time? Were
Yeah.
the Alliance there?
Yes, they were, and they were always talking either smack or trying to get me or Psycho Heresy or Darius not to go to certain
Cut it
areas.
out, yeah, to cut out the
Could you
blacksmith.
guys just go like stand at a different place, please? And I just told him, if you're going to be at the blacksmith, I'm going to kill you.
Wait, is the stream named wrong? Hold on, guys. Is the stream named wrong? I need that kind of help, because my people will help me when I'm doing something wrong.
He won't help me when I do something wrong. He makes fun of me.
All right, let me see if I've got the name of the stream wrong. Shit. I'll be right with you guys. And where is my Chrome? Where's my Chrome? Why is Chrome not up? Oh, okay. Thank you. Who said that? Buddy Fox. Thank you, Buddy Fox. Furyswipes. Oh, all it says is Furyswipes live stream, huh?
Ha ha. And he told me I was going to be bad.
All right. I think the stream name is now changed. Is it better now, buddy? What's up, Shadow Ice Wolf Ninja? How to solo AQ40 at level 60 and make 0.1000 gold per hour is the stream name. Okay.
Yeah. No, I
want to make sure.
That.
I want to make sure I did that right. Let's make sure the stream name's right, because, sorry, baby, but we gotta do that right. Says I'm offline. How can I be offline if I'm streaming? Sucker! Okay, I think the stream name's right now. Where were we? I am checking the path of exile, and I can and if I can multibox there. Okay, Kaloyan. By the way, do you guys on the stream have any questions for Mutalia? Please think some questions up and throw them at her. This is your one chance to talk to her. All right. So, did you help each other get to High Warlord then?
Yes, we did. We if somebody was going for High Warlord that week because they were really close, we would let them get all the kills, and we would stand back. We would injure people, help them out, but they would get the killing blow.
All right. First question from online: how did you keep your sanity? From Nathan Lamb.
You know what? I really enjoyed what I was doing, so it wasn't a problem for me. I really enjoyed killing people. Toons. I guess they're not really people, but toons.
What kept you going when you wanted to quit?
People online, they kept telling me, you're really close. It's really not that much longer, and we got your back.
Really nice, man. So, did you ever take a break during the High Warlord drive?
I did for a week. I went on vacation with all 4 of my kids. Yes, I'm a mother of 4. And I had Furyswipes here try to run my tune. And everybody knew that it wasn't me, because he went into, no, I love you, sweetie, but you can't kill a rogue with my tune. He went into Warsong Gulch.
Rogues are hard.
He went into Warsong Gulch, and all the rogues knew instantly it was not me. And so they took him into the corner of Warsong Gulch.
The Alliance was trying to teach me how to play Mutalia.
Yes, trying to teach him how to kill a rogue.
Well, I had to run Mutalia for a week during the High Warlord grind, and it was surely the hardest week of my video gaming life. And I had to work. I wasn't on vacation. So I had to work and come home and play at least 8 hours of Mutalia. At least 8 hours. Otherwise she'd lose ground. She wasn't gaining any ground.
I was stagnant.
She was just treading water by me playing 8 hours a day. And I mean, I'm not a clown with Vanilla WoW. I knew warriors really well. I don't know how Miss Mouse Clicker over here beat me,
I'm
Mr.
awesome.
Macro Key Clicker, killing rogues in Warsong Gulch. I still don't know how that happened, but apparently Rentesh, he was the number one
rogue, yes, and I killed him every single time, and he hated me.
Yeah, so Monique leaves on vacation, and Rentesh, the number one rogue on the server, just starts annihilating me. And I'm like, man, rogues are hard. This guy's really a jerk. And, blah, 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 blah. And I'm on vent, right? I'm on vent with the WoW community. They know that I'm nursing Monique's tune along.
And everybody's okay with it, by the way, because I cleared it with all of them, said, my husband's running me. It's not some, Chinese farmer or anything. It is my husband.
And, of course, Rentesh is on vent too. So Rentesh gets on vent after, like, the first few hours of the first day. And says, so what's going on with Mutalia? Is she okay? Is she okay? And I had to break it to him that Mutalia's not here. I'm running her character this week. And he's like, oh, okay.
That makes sense, yes.
All right. And so we didn't talk much after that for the week. Every time I would try to engage him, though, he would smoke me. And I would try different things every day.
What happened when I got back?
Okay, so here's what happened when she got back. I'm going to tell the story. When she got back, remember, Rentesh didn't tell me anything. He didn't say, you suck. He didn't say anything. He just enjoyed all the kills he got during the week, right? So Monique gets back, and she's like, well, how'd it go? And, it was a long story, blah, blah, blah. And one of the stories I told was, and this guy, Rentesh, this rogue, I mean, rogues are really hard, I find. I got killed a lot by this one rogue named Rentesh, and I couldn't kill him. I don't think I killed him once this week, even though I used overpower and all my warrior skills.
And I said, really?
And Monique was like...
Really? You couldn't kill him?
And I'm like, what? You kill Rentesh?
I went, yeah, it's not a problem.
And I'm thinking, oh, sure, her little mouse clicking skills, go kill Rentesh. And so she says, start a Warsong Gulch. And so we started Warsong Gulch. She says, go into Warsong Gulch. And she said, there's Rentesh, go try to kill him. And so I went and I did all my warrior stuff. There I was. Woo, yeah, Berserker Rage, overpower, woo, I'm dead. And so she says, you did everything wrong. Everything you did there was wrong. Let me show you how.
And he didn't know. Rentesh did not know.
Rentesh was not in on the day that day. Okay, so she respawns at the graveyard. She sits down. I move away. She rolls in. She finds Rentesh in Warsong Gulch. All right. Just annihilates him, embarrasses him. She's almost full health when he's dead. And immediately, he gets on vent and says, is Mutalia back? And that's when I knew that she knew how to PvP and I really didn't. So, there you go. We have another question. What was the most challenging class for you to 1v1 during that period?
1v1, what was my most challenging? I would say it took me a long time to figure out druids. And I finally feral druids. And I finally figured it out in the middle of Barrens, and then they were killable for me. But for a long time, it was druids. And
there was a druid High Warlord you were rolling with,
yes,
Nalo, right?
Nalo, yes. And he took me out there, and
he forced you
and
to
he
try.
Forced me to try. And then I started killing him over and over and over again. He goes, "Okay, enough. I'm done." And yeah.
But before that.
When
you were ravaged by some druid.
Oh, before that, it was like the druids would be at full health and I'd be dead. I couldn't do feral druids. I couldn't. I could do all the other types of druids. I had no problem, but the feral druids, yeah, no.
All right. Okay. So, what was it like when you finally got the title? You finally, that week happened, that Tuesday, it was Tuesdays, right?
It was Tuesdays, yes.
The Tuesday happened, and there you were standing in Orgrimmar with the High Warlord title.
I was like, oh crap, I don't have enough gold to buy all the stuff. And so
because it costs money to buy the weapon,
it costs money
right?
to buy all the stuff. You don't get the stuff. They don't give it to you. You have to go buy it with gold. And I was like, oh crap, I don't have enough gold.
Oh my gosh.
And so I had to go sell a bunch of stuff. I had to go beg for gold. But I ultimately got all the stuff. But I mean, because warriors can take all the crap. We could use the cloth. We could use the mail. So I bought everything because, I'm just greedy. I'm a girl. I need accessories.
How did you feel, though, when you logged in and you saw, there you were,
High
Warlord?
There was a lot of, pride and a lot of, I can't believe I made it. And, wow, I'm glad my family stuck with me through all that.
All right. We did stick with you.
Yeah, you did.
Barely. Okay. Let's see. Did you utterly quit PvP when you got High Warlord?
No. I PvP'd like a crazy woman after that. Still, but not as many hours. But when I started going down with, let me think about this. When I started PvPing a whole bunch and I realized I already had the High Warlord, I looked around, I was like, man, I should cut it back a little bit because PvP for me is addictive. It's like a drug. I absolutely love it. I'm terrified of going back into PvP in WoW now because it's like a drug for me. I love it, and I just don't want to get sucked into that again.
Do you still wear your High Warlord title when you play Live WoW?
I do, and people are like, that's so easy to get. And I went, yeah, no, maybe you should look at the achievement. And so they go and look it up, and they go, oh, crap. And and then people that have just joined WoW, they're like, oh, well, that's just a legacy. And then people that have been there forever are like, dude, you don't understand. It's not like Live WoW now. You can't just go in there in 2 weeks and get it.
Well, honestly, let's be fair to the Rated Battleground people. Rated Battleground people are really, really good. They're a really great team. You've
really
run Rated
great.
Battlegrounds, right?
I have, and I love it. I'm ashamed to say I absolutely love it, but I refuse to do it.
And the Rated Battleground teams, let's be fair here, are amazing. You have to finish in the top 0.5%.
Yeah.
So you have to be best of 200, and it's not easy, but everybody on the team gets High Warlord.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I think it's about the equivalent.
No,
it probably is about.
No,
you probably don't.
You
have to
don't
do
have to
16
play
hours
as
a
many
day.
hours.
Yeah.
You actually only have to play a certain amount of games in a day. It's not like you have to play 16 hours. I think it's something like 20 games or 30 games that you have to play, and then you kind of cap out.
Okay. All right.
So, and you can't achieve anything past that.
How long did the weapons and gear last you when Burning Crusade came out?
All of 2 seconds.
No, come on.
Oh, well, okay, for about a week.
Really?
When you did all the questing
I mean, weren't
and
you
everything,
using some of your High Warlord stuff at level 70?
it's really no.
No?
No.
Level 70?
No.
You got better stuff?
Yeah, I was raiding. Remember, I was the main tank, and
Look,
they
I'm
shot
not
me all the
claiming
good
to
stuff.
have an awesome memory here, but I feel like there were a lot of pieces, a lot of High Warlord pieces that you did not replace until you were 70.
No, you'd be wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, fine. That was a stupid question then. Were you upset when they reintroduced the High Warlord title?
I was, because the High Warlord to get now is, in my opinion, is much easier. It's much, much easier. There's not as much of a grind. I mean, there's a little bit of grind, but not as much. And everybody can get it.
If you think about it, your entire grinding team for High Warlord would have been the equivalent of a raid, of a rated battleground team, because they won every time.
Yeah, we won. We never lost, ever. I mean, we always won.
I played battlegrounds with them for a whole week. And I don't know how the Alliance ever got High Warlord, because my battleground team, when I was rolling with Psycho Heresy and company, we never lost. Not even once.
Yeah.
I don't remember a loss. So I don't understand how the Alliance team, well, maybe they joined different groups or whatever, but oftentimes those Alliance High Warlords were in our battleground with us.
But we were never easy on anybody.
Yeah.
Everybody was treated the same.
So, do you PvP anymore? Why did you quit?
Like I said, PvP is like a drug for me. I love PvP. If I start PvPing, I forget everything else in the game, and I just continuously queue for PvPing, no matter what. Because I want every single achievement in the PvP. I want to kill everything out there. I want to know how to kill them. And, oh, by the way, I don't mouse click anymore.
Yeah, you got rid of mouse clicking in what, Burning Crusade?
Burning Crusade, I got rid of mouse clicking.
You started key clicking.
I started key clicking.
And essentially, you had the key clicking pattern that now exists in 5-minute multi-box.
Yes, I do.
All right, so what's the future like for Mutalia?
You know, I don't know. I'm having fun just doing the quests, getting the achievements. I have 10,000 more achievements than anybody else in my guild. I mean,
really? This 24,000 achievement points?
Yeah, apparently that's a lot of achievement points. I didn't know, but
and are you going to keep playing, or?
I'm going to keep playing for a while. I may try some of the new battlegrounds. There are a few new battlegrounds, but I'm going to really try and make myself not do a continual queue.
All right. Do you like multi-boxing?
Do I like multi-boxing? You know, I think it's really interesting. I love watching him do Scarum. I like watching him do Molten Core, all the bosses and everything.
Yeah, I mean, people just like, whapa, whapa. Go to AQ40, do something there.
Well, yeah, because AQ40 was way harder than MC. Way harder. And, yeah, it took a lot more skill. That and Nax.
Do you like this idea of Vanilla WoW coming out again from Blizzard? Are you going to play it?
I won't like it if they steer away from the pure Vanilla WoW, because that's what drew me in.
What do you care? I mean, you don't use macros anyway. Let's say you just like your mouse clicking Mutalia.
No, what I mean by the purist is the questing, everything about Vanilla WoW is what brought us in, because Asheron's Call ended.
Oh, tell us about Asheron's Call. Why do you mention that?
Because that was my first game that I played, and my character's name was Natalia.
What was Asheron's Call? A lot of these kids weren't even born then.
Asheron's Call was a what is that stupid other game? That one that I absolutely hated.
EverQuest type.
It was like EverQuest. But Asheron's Call, when you died, your body was there. All your best equipment, if somebody walked by, could loot it if you didn't get back there within like
just
5
one
minutes.
Piece. Just one piece.
Yeah.
Your very best piece.
Your very best piece could be looted by anybody if they walked by.
Within, what, an hour or 40 minutes?
No, it was 30 minutes.
So if you didn't pick up your body in 30 minutes or so,
you lost everything.
Somebody could loot it.
They looted your best item.
You would lose your best item.
And so that's what got me into
And that was a PvP server.
That was a PvP server.
Don't you think that entered into your decision of why to do a PvP server?
Well, that entered into my decision of being a warrior, because Natalia was a hunter. And hunters, hunters are good in WoW, but hunters were horrible in that game. Horrible. They were weak. They got killed. I was killed over and over again. And the warriors and the ninjas were the best. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to be a warrior. Warriors are awesome. And I love the swords. What can I say? All the weapons I can use, yeah.
So what you're saying is you will play WoW Classic.
I will play WoW Classic when it comes out.
Dave from Orange County says blink 3 times if you need help. He thinks you might be being held hostage by me.
I am being held hostage. For 33 years, I've been held hostage.
Okay, so I guess the final thing I need to say is, yes, this is my wife. We've been married 33 years. She is, she loves WoW. She likes video games.
I like video games. I'm
not
horrible.
a huge fan.
I'm horrible at first-person shooters. I'm great at Rock Band. I love Rock Band.
Loves a Rock Band. Any final questions before we sign off? Anybody from YouTube? I'm watching the YouTube scroll just to make sure that there are no questions. Oh, wow, Fury, you got some killer wife. Oh, you're a killer wife. Woo, you're killer.
No, I'm not. I'm just average.
All right. Well, Monique, thank you so much for doing this interview. It is one that I've wanted to do for a long time and talk about Mutalia. And really, it's, people don't know how much weight this can weigh on a person and how important it seems. It's just pixels, right? Ultimately, it's all just pixels. But you worked really long and hard at this, and Mutalia is still there, and she's still a thing. And even when you take a break, you can still come back to her, and there's your High Warlord.
And she's actually a girl.
And she really is a real girl.
So girls do play WoW.
Girls play WoW, yes, blah, blah, blah. But very few. Very few. Come on, man. Do you have any message for guys out there who might think that, you used your feminine wiles to get your High Warlord title?
Never. I absolutely never did that. I don't even know how to flirt. So, yeah, that would not work for me. No,
Most of the people, a lot of the people who never came on Vent, did they even know you were a girl?
No, they all assumed I was a guy. They assumed.
Even your raid.
Even my raid.
Even your guild, right?
Before we had the Vent to be able to talk, where you typed all your messages in, everybody assumed I was a guy. And when I first got on the Vent on our PvP, what was that warlock's name? I can't think of his name. The guy that invented the
shoot. Oh, you got me on the spot. The guy that invented the AV strategy.
Yeah.
Rathimus.
Rathimus is a good buddy of mine.
Yeah.
And
probably the most famous person you know in WoW.
Yeah.
Rathimus is actually a pretty well-known WoW player. And all right, man. I'm logging into my Lord on Tunes. Our guild leader is a female.
Excellent.
And or BT Sunwell in BC.
Yeah, nobody believed that I was a female.
Oh, did you clear Nax at level 60? Oh, that's a really great question.
Did I clear Nax? No, unfortunately, I only cleared 2 wings. And
BC came out.
BC came out.
And then Nax was kind of,
They
didn't really run it after that.
Nah, people didn't run Nax after BC.
It's weird that after BC came out, people thought, the guilds thought, no, we don't need to clear Nax now because it's level 60.
Well, Nax was Alliance's baby. The stupid paladins could clear everything. They didn't need help. Patchwork, that was a joke.
Tell us how you really feel. Monique does not like paladins.
No.
Not at all.
Paladins are Blizzard's babies.
Don't ask her about paladins. But yeah. All right, guys. This has been really fun. It's been something very different than I ever do. And I really thank you all for joining. And please share this video if you think it'd be interesting to somebody. I would like this video to get some views because, you know, Monique deserves some views. She worked really hard on High Warlord, and I really want to tell her story in the video gaming world. All right, guys, that is it for me. We are signing out, and I will see you in the multi-boxing world.
Have a great evening, guys
Bye.
and girls.